There was jubilation in some parts of Oyo when Alaafin died, son of murdered Ashipa Olaoshegba. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. The late Ashipa of Oyo, High Chief Amuda Olorunkosabi, was gruesomely murdered on November 26, 1992. His assailant was said to have twisted his neck and poured acid in his mouth to be sure he was dead because they believed he could rise up again. The killing triggered tension in Isale Oyo, and the corpse was not buried for 7 years. One of the Olorunkosabi's children, Olaoshegba, tells Olufemi Olaniyi his last moment with his father and his father's relationship with the late Alaafin of Oyo, Oba Lamidi Adeyemi. How old were you in 1992 when your father, High Chief Amuda Olorunkosabi, was murdered? He replied, I was about 27 years old. I was observing the 1-year mandatory National Youth Service at the time. That was about 30 years ago. How did you receive the news of his killing? He replied, I was shocked and the killing was painful, and it is still painful even till now. Can you recall your last interaction with him before his death? He replied, I saw him 2 days before the incident. He was killed on a morning. It was a great shock. I was with him on a Tuesday night and he was gruesomely murdered on Thursday morning. There was no access to telephone like we have now. When the incident happened, so I was told the following week. They sent someone to call me from where I was 7. He, my father, was to attend the graduation ceremony of one of his daughters at the technical college, and he has also planned to attend the naming ceremony of a child of one of his brothers the same day at Ejara, but he was killed. He had 2 ceremonies to attend on the day he was murdered. The whole family, residents of Oyo town, and even those outside Oyo were pained by the killing. It is a great pain, and only the Lord can heal the pain. Where exactly was he murdered? He replied, he was lured to the place where he was killed at Ijawashipa village. He had a fish pond, but that was around Oyo town at Ajegule area. Who were the people that lured him to the place? He replied, that is where the law is an ass. They said if you want to prove murder cases, it must be proved beyond circumstantial evidence. That's what someone does to kill must be established before such suspects can be named. Many were left off the hook during the investigation, but around 1997 or 1998, 2 of those arrested were jailed. The court held that they were accomplices but could not prove that they actually killed him, my father. The court said the late Alaafin sent them on an errand. A note, which was one of the exhibits, was tendered before the court. The note was hung on the door at the Idi Isin quarters of the Alaafin. What was the content of the note? He replied, I cannot recall, but Alaafin sent those 2 people on an errand. They were asking for their fee. They said he neglected them and refused to pay them for carrying out that particular act. Anyway, a judgment was given and they were sent to 7 years imprisonment. One of them is an ophthalmologist, or he has something to do with the eyes. He followed the Alaafin to the United Kingdom within that same year. Ashipa was killed. It was proved in court. The car they used to trail him to where he was killed was imported, and the car should still be at Oyo State High Court up to now. It was there for many years. This is quite sad. On this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.